This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So I just want to talk to you guys real quick about some of the feedback and the comments that I've got ever since Eddie Hearn made the announcement that he's linked up with DAZN. And some of it's been positive, some of it's been really negative, and a lot of it is I'm actually seeing where a lot of these other channels out there are just pouring cold water all over it. And people are starting to see now that these people are just race baiters, and they're using boxing as a platform to put their hatred on life into it. And people are starting to turn away from them. Now, bear in mind, these people will not always be that way. Okay, they will warm to this idea. It's just that they just don't like Eddie Hearn. And as I said before, it's not about Eddie Hearn, it's about boxing. If you're a boxing fan, you would welcome this. Okay, so sit back. I'm going to try and cover some of the points and comments that you guys have said, some positive, some negative, of course. And obviously at the very end, drop your own thoughts below, whether it be positive or negative about it, and what have you. So right now, click that subscribe button, of course, and thumbs up while you're there. So some of the positives is that excellent. If we're a boxing fan, it doesn't matter that it's Eddie Hearn, doesn't matter whether we like him, doesn't matter whether we hate him, it doesn't matter. It's 16 extra events that we're going to have on American soil, plus 16 to 20 events that is in the UK, whereas we couldn't always watch it unless we were going to illegally stream it beforehand, where the quality wasn't so good. And not only that, we couldn't get all of it, okay, because obviously you can't get the York Hall shows always. You can't get the ones in Newcastle and things like that. Like these smaller events, which are phenomenal events. They're very, very good for ones that prospects are coming up. And if you're a boxing fan, you want to know about these people, right? So not only are you getting the 16 events in America on American soil, but plus all the UK through watching this DAZN. And for us in the UK, we have Sky Sports, so not only are we going to get all the events that we would have got anyway, but now we're getting these extra 16 that we can watch on ours. Now, if you were to compare the price, there's a rumour that it's going to be around about $20 for Americans to watch this DAZN, which of course is in addition to Showtime, HBO, and all these kind of things, which I'll try and get into in a minute. But for $20, you're getting it much cheaper than what we're getting it in the UK. To have Sky, you've got to pay for the Sky TV package, okay? On top of that, you've got to pay Sky Sports as well. And when the pay-per-view comes around, we've got to pay for that extra. And obviously it depends on the package, because some people like to have the movies and other bits like that. You could be talking anywhere from, 60, 70, 80, 100 pounds a month for this, plus paying an extra 20 for the pay-per-view. 22 if you want it in HD. So you're talking 100 odd more even dollars per month, whereas you guys are going to get exactly what we get for only 20. And when there's a pay-per-view, you're not going to pay any extra for it, okay? You're still just paying the 20. And not only that are you getting all these Matchroom events, but you're also still going to be getting some of the HBO ones, which will be streamed through this DAZN, and the Showtime will be streamed through, because Eddie Hearn will buy some of the rights to show it, in addition to you can still watch on Showtime, of course. But people say, how is Eddie Hearn going to do this when, with the stable that he's got, we don't particularly want to be watching Lawrence Okolie or whoever else that he's got? You know, we're only interested in the likes of Joshua or Dillian White and, Josh Kelly and, like these kind of guys, and Tony Bellew and whatever. But he's going to be signing up to around about 30 American-based fighters, not Americans, American-based. So it'll be a mix of Americans and foreigners who fight predominantly on American soil. For example, like a Kovalev or a Triple G or a Lomachenko or whatever. Okay, they're foreign people fighting on American soil, if that makes sense. I'm not saying he's going to get these particular people. It's just an example. But he's going to be signing a lot of Showtime fighters. So, and a lot of them will be your favourite fighters. Could be a Wilder, could be the Charlos, could be Errol Spence, could be whoever it may be. Now, I know some of these people already have their own promotional companies. I get that. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to be using DAZN, okay? Where he will be paying a lot more money than what any other platform out there could be. So he could be signing up a lot of these guys. And not all of them have to sign with him for a long-term deal. They could just sign up with him for a 1 or 2 fight deal. So you still just get to watch them on this particular platform. Okay, and eventually, and I'm telling you right now, it's just an opinion, not a fact. Remember, an opinion is an opinion. So when a lot of people say this is not going to work, that's a fact. That's not a fact, that's an opinion, okay? There is a huge difference between an opinion and a fact, okay? Now, for me, it will work, because you are going to be getting all these events. He's going to top up his stable by an extra 30 American-based fighters, and a lot of them will be your favourite fighters. They will be. So if you don't sign up, you're not going to get to watch these American fighters or people who you really like. You're not going to get to watch them. You can try and illegally stream it, but with all the money that DAZN have, and they have a hell of a lot of money. Don't listen to people who say that they don't, because they only have soccer. Well, Premier League football here in the UK is massive. Football across Europe, in the Bundesliga in Germany and La Liga in Spain, is millions, billions. Trust me, they have got the money. Eddie Hearn has got as much money per year just from DAZN as what Showtime and HBO have combined. But also, he's also got the funds from Sky on top of that. So all the shows that you've been seeing Matchroom put on have only ever been funded by Sky and sponsors. So not only is he doing that, he's getting an addition $125 million per year. It's monopoly money. He can just do whatever the hell he wants. You know what I mean? He could have naked chicks and cocaine parties in the middle of the damn ring with all this kind of money that he's going to be getting. You know, it's going to be phenomenal. And the undercards are going to be phenomenal too. It's not just the main event, of course. So, again, people who say it's not going to work, it's your opinion, it's not a fact. There's a lot of resistance out there because, as I said, so many people are telling me now that they are going to stop watching these other channels now because they're starting to see that they're going too far. They're going over the top about all this. Because any real boxing fan would welcome this. As I would here in the UK if Bob Arum and whoever else come to the UK to set up base and put on shows over here. I'll be pumped for that. Why? Because there's more competition. You see? So, like for example, the better Eddie Hearn does here and in America, the more Showtime's going to have to do. The more Top Rank is going to have to do. Otherwise, they're going to be left behind. So it's only going to benefit you. The more promoters that you get, the better for you as a boxing fan, right? So whether you like Eddie Hearn or whether you don't, it's not even about Eddie Hearn. It's about the fact you're getting more shows per year, quality shows, and the other ones who you support and like or are indifferent about are going to have to start competing properly. So they're going to have to either up their game and put more money into their platform as well. And who's that going to benefit? That's going to benefit you. So this is a good thing. Now, these channels out there, as I said, there's so many people saying now that they used to mess with them, but this whole thing lately is a complete disaster. They can't understand the hatred. They're starting to see that these people are not boxing fans at all. They're just Eddie Hearn haters and only support Al Heyman fighters. And even then, not all of them. Even then, they're still selective, you see, and people are starting to see it. Now, as I said, these people who are talking about this in a negative way, we're not going to pay $20. Why should I have to? If anything's on the internet, I want it for free. Well, these people, as I said, are just broke-ass motherfuckers, is what they are. It's the absolute truth, and apology for swearing. I don't usually swear. But they are. They're broke, clearly. They can't afford it, is what they are. They can't afford a regular life, which is why they're hiding behind their laptops, uploading on YouTube with hate. Because their lives suck. Clearly, it sucks. Now, yes, it's a lot of money if you have to pay for Showtime, HBO, ESPN, now this one as well. It is a lot of money, but eventually you're going to have to kind of weigh up. Do you really need Showtime anymore when Eddie Hearn signs their top fighters? And they will, because Al Heyman, Showtime, cannot compete with the money that he's got. He can't compete. It's impossible. Showtime will not invest more money. They've already been complaining that they're not making enough money. So what's going to happen when Eddie Hearn takes their top stars? And it will happen. And all the former Olympians that's coming through. Help them build up to be the next Joshua or whatever it is that they may be. So you're going to have to make a choice. Do you want DAZN? Or do you want to carry on showing loyalty to Showtime? Or can you afford all of it? Who knows? But either way, if you're a real boxing fan, you'd probably pay for all of it, wouldn't you? Even if Showtime does get depleted, you're still going to want to watch them because it's more boxing events for you, right? So, anyway, again, people saying that he hasn't got the billion. As I said, he's got it, and then some, with all the Sky money on top of that, which isn't far off that deal anyway. So he's doing it for you. Yes, he wants to make money. Of course he does. But he's a boxing fan. He's always said that. He's a boxing fan. Now, he puts on shows that he wants to watch. It's not always a success. Not all the shows are. On paper, they all, a lot of them sound real good when you know them, of course. And ultimately, sometimes some of them flop. Like a Coley vs. Chamberlain. On paper, that was like interesting one. But the fight itself sucked. These things happen. It happens in Showtime, it happens in HBO. It doesn't matter where it happens. Okay, so this is only a good thing for you, right? It has to be. How can it not be? As a boxing fan, first and foremost, which is what I'm getting, where people are saying, I come here on YouTube to watch you guys and these other haters for boxing. And all I'm seeing now is haters. And I've had enough of them. So now they're coming to me and other people and whatever. Because not everything's about hate. Here it's about boxing. I'll do some diss videos. I'll do some clown ass videos. But most of them are boxing news videos. Where I'll try and keep people updated with what's going on. And a lot of people are starting to see that these other channels are just haters. You only have to watch them to know. Eddie Hearn this and Eddie Hearn that. And he's a slave master Hearn. See, they're using boxing as a platform for hatred. Why would you want to be subscribed to anything like that? I wouldn't. Because I'm here for boxing, just like you are. And this thing that Eddie Hearn is doing is for your benefit. An extra 16 shows coming out of the US. Plus you get to watch all the UK shows as well. Plus there will be events that's shown on Showtime and HBO that will be put through this. And as I said, you're not restricted to watching it on your iOS device. You can put this through your computer into your TV for $20 a month, and you're not restricted to it as in I'm signed up, I have to do it, and I can't cancel it. No, you can cancel it at any time. At any time. You can pause it. I'm going on a holiday for a couple of weeks, so you let them know, and then they pause it, and when you get back, you carry on. You see? It's only a good thing for you, isn't it? Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've missed a whole lot of things. But either way, I'm glad to see that some people are starting to see that a lot of these channels are bad for boxing. That these people are the reason why boxing has been dying. The sport that you guys love has been dying in America. And again, for people who say it's not going to work, just give it time. That's all anybody can ask for. Give it time. It may not work. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. As I said, the app doesn't work right now in America. That will be live end of June. And the fighters that he's got right now will be increased by around about 30. He will be announcing them over the next coming weeks. He may actually announce a couple next week, actually. And a couple after that. Or he may just get them all in one huge bundle and just release all of them. All in one go. But either way, this is a takeover of boxing. And it's only good for you. It doesn't matter that he's a English silver spoon fed guy. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. He's putting on boxing events for you at a cheap price. $20, like I said, you guys are getting it far cheaper than what we're getting it for. A hell of a lot cheaper. But of course, we are getting an extra 16 events per year, which is only a good thing for us, right? So we're no worse off. If anything, we're already getting screwed by the Sky package, but we are getting more boxing events anyway. So in some ways, that's a good thing, right? But anyway, as I said, I'm probably missed something. And, drop your thoughts below, your comments, all that kind of stuff below. So, as I said, he's going to be signing a lot of your American-based fighters. You're going to get to watch all the Matchroom shows that come live out of America and the UK. Plus, you're going to be getting some selective fights from Showtime, HBO, and all that kind of thing as well. So, for $20 a month. As I said, it's not breaking the bank, is it? But anyway, drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.